What's up, YouTube? This your boy Big Boy Faction TV, and tonight I'm gonna do my WWE Raw review. And highlights you guys new. Hit that like button, it helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel, tap the notification bell every time I premiere a brand new video. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch down below in the description. And let's talk about Raw. Monday Night Raw was awful. It was an awful show. We're kicking things off with the WWE Championship match: Big E versus Bobby Lashley. All right. Lashley and Big E lock up. Lashley drives Big E into the corner. Lashley shockingly gives Big E a clean break. Big E slaps Lashley. Lashley goes nuts and lands a flurry of strikes. Suplex by Lashley. Lashley tosses Big E out of the ring. Lashley drives Big E into the barricade. Lashley lifts Big E up on his shoulders and slams him into the ring post. Lashley pulls Big E, surprised Lashley with a belly-to-belly out on the floor. After the break, Lashley lands the complete shot for a near fall. Big E fights to his feet. Lashley runs over Big E. Lashley spears Big E in the corner. Lashley sets up a superplex. Big E tries to fight Lashley off. Lashley ends up dropping Big E with the running elbow. Big E is sent tumbling off the top rope to the outside area. Big E and Lashley close on each other at the same time. Outside the ring. Back in the ring. Lashley almost runs into sit down, but Lashley counters with a neck breaker. Big E kicks out. Lashley lands a few strikes. Big E fires up and picks Lashley up for the big ending. Lashley grabs the ropes. Lashley ends up on the apron. Big E spears Lashley off the apron. Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander appear at ringside, wearing the Hurt Business shirts. In the confusion, Lashley spears Big E. Kingston and Xavier Woods runs down to the ring and brawl with Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Kingston and Alexander fight spills into the ring, causing a disqualification. No contest. Both teams continue to brawl. Adam Pearce walks out on the stage and says this match will have a winner. Later tonight, Lashley versus Big E in a steel cage match. Alright, let's move on. So we get Angel Garza. Angel Garza accompanied by Humberto Carrillo versus Eric, accompanied by Alvar. This match was quick. After a distraction from Carrillo, Garza hits the wing clipper for the win. The winner of the match, Angel Garza. Let's move on. 24/7 championship match: Reggie versus Ricochet. I didn't really care about this match. It says Ricochet front flips over Reggie. Reggie flips over Ricochet. Reggie and Ricochet back flips over each other. The 24/7 field is in the crowd watching the match. Ricochet lands a dive. Maverick tells R-Truth and Goulet to attack to cause a disqualification. No contest. Now that the match is over, the 24/7 champion rules are back in effect. Reggie sneaks away. Maverick calls someone in a walkie. Cesaro runs down to the ring. Reggie floors Cesaro with a corkscrew splash. Reggie runs to the backstage area. After the break, Cesaro is still in the ring. Cesaro demands a match. Keith Bearcat Lee answers the challenge. So we get Keith Bearcat Lee versus Cesaro. Lee clotheslines Cesaro out of his boots. Lee launches Cesaro clear across the ring. Lee is all business tonight. Lee hits the Big Bang Castro for the win. The winner of the match, Keith Lee. Alright, who is Keith Big Bearcat? That don't make any sense. I'm calling him Keith Lee. Anyway, backstage, Big E says it doesn't matter if Alexander and Benjamin get involved. Big E is going to destroy Lashley. Big E promised to walk out of the cage as the WWE champion. So we get the United States Championship match: Damian Priest versus Sheamus. This was decent match. Alright, Priest sends Sheamus into the corner. Priest lands the broken arrow. The fight spills to the outside area. Priest lands a boot that sends Sheamus carrying over the stairs. Priest sets up a table. Sheamus clubs Priest from behind. Priest counters the 10 beats of the bottom. Sheamus hits White Nose off the apron through a table. After the match, After the break, Sheamus sets up a table in the corner. Sheamus dives off the top and Priest clocks him with a candlestick. Priest beats Sheamus out of the ring. Priest lands a stage dive that sends Sheamus into the barricade. Sheamus pushes Priest into the ring post. Sheamus sends Priest into a chair, sets up in the corner. Sheamus calls for a roll kick. Priest tosses a chair in Sheamus' face to avoid it. Priest lands south of heaven. Sheamus kicks out. Priest sets up a springboard. Sheamus tries to counter with a roll kick, but Priest holds on to the ropes. Priest floors Sheamus with a clothesline. Sheamus lands a pump knee. After a series of reversals, Priest sends Sheamus into a table. Priest hits the Reckoning for the win. The winner in your still United States Championship, Damian Priest. This was decent. Alright, so we get Mansoor, Mustafa Ali, and Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal, Veer, and Shanky. Quick six-man tag match. Shanky crushed Ali with a side slam. Mansoor tags in and Veer walks through his strike. Veer lands a nasty death press. Veer and work over Mansoor. Mansoor managed to tag in Hardy, who clears the ring. Mahal escapes the twist of fate. Ali tags himself in and hits a rolling facebuster on Mahal. Veer breaks up the pin. Mansoor dives off the ring steps onto Shanky in the ring. Veer his lariat that turns Ali inside out. Veer pins Ali. The winners of the match, Jinder Mahal, Veer, and Shanky. Let's move on. Backstage, Karrion Kross says he never felt so alive. Kross is going to run through the entire roster. All roads led to the unsightly that he caused in the end. They all fall and pray. Alright, Karrion Kross versus Riker. Kross makes Riker tap out. The winner of the match, Karrion Kross. Backstage, Doudrop asks Spears and Deville if she can challenge Charlotte Flair for the title tonight. Deville says Doudrop deserves a shot, unlike Naomi, who doesn't deserve to be on the SmackDown roster. Backstage, Lashley says he's going to walk out of the cage the rightful WWE champion. So we get Riddle versus AJ Styles. Alright, so we get Riddle versus AJ Styles. This was fine for what it was. Riddle takes down Styles. Riddle lands a few strikes. Riddle takes down Styles. Riddle lands a few strikes. Styles kicks Riddle in the hamstring. Styles and Riddle trade strikes. Riddle lands a Broton. Riddle hits multiple gut wrenching suplex. Styles kicks out. Riddle lands a nasty knee strike. Styles sends Riddle out of the ring. Styles blasts Riddle with a sliding knee off the apron. Styles drags Riddle back into the ring. Styles hits a backbreaker. After the break, Riddle lands a nasty German suplex hold. Styles kicks out. Styles responds a pump handle gutbuster. Styles sets up his finish. Riddle stuns Styles on the top rope. Styles hurts his arm. In the process, Riddle tries the floating roll. Styles catches Riddle in the calf crusher. Riddle eventually gets to the ropes. Styles tries a chop block, but Riddle counters with a knee. Riddle calls for the RKO. Styles catches Riddle in the air and hits the modified Browning Hammer. Styles hits the Style Clash for the win. The winner of the match, AJ Styles. This was fine for what it was. It was pretty good. After the match, Omos chokeslams Riddle. Backstage, when asked what's going through her mind when she attacked Nia Jax. Alright, let's move on. So, the Raw Women's Championship match. Charlotte Flair versus Doudrop. Alright, quick match. Flair grabs a side headlock. Flair is sent into the ropes. Doudrop runs over Flair. Flair is shocked. Doudrop runs over Flair again. Flair boots Doudrop in the stomach. Flair tries to pick up Doudrop, but that doesn't work. Flair escapes Doudrop slam. Doudrop runs over Flair again. Doudrop flattens Flair with a senton. Doudrop calls for her finish. Ava Marie music hits in the confusion. Flair hits natural selection for the win. The winner is still Raw Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. After the match, Flair clotheslines Ava Marie. During the tape segment, Goldberg says Lashley is a liar. Lashley had the balls to calm his claim his attack on Goldberg's son was a misunderstanding. Lashley hurt Goldberg's son. Goldberg is going to hurt Lashley real bad. If Goldberg is lucky enough, he may even kill Lashley. Goldberg is his son, and Lashley is going to be his victim. So we get in-ring segment. Ava Marie. I did not really care about the segment. Ava Marie says if she had the opportunity like Doudrop, she would have won. Marie says she can beat any woman in the locker room. Shayna Baszler music hits. Marie tries to run away. Baszler chokes Marie out. Baszler drags Marie over the apron. Baszler kicks Marie in the arm over and over again. Baszler kicks the top off the ring steps. Baszler stomps Marie's elbow into the ring steps. The crowd chants one more time, and officials check on Marie. Alright, let's move on. So we get the WWE Championship cage match. Big E versus Bobby Lashley. I enjoyed this. This was good. Lashley attacks Big E before he can get in the ring and get in the cage. Lashley sends Big E into the barricade. Big E struggles to his feet. Lashley sends Big E into the ring steps. Lashley picks up Big E on his shoulders and runs his head into the cage. The referee checks on Big E. Lashley grabs the ring steps. Lashley hits Big E in the back with the steps. After the break, Big E tells the referee to ring the bell. Lashley charges in and eats sit down for Big E. Big E sends Lashley into the cage. Lashley responds with a furious lariat. Lashley sends Big E into the cage. Lashley suplexes Big E. Lashley tries a spear, but Big E moves out of the way. Lashley crashes into the cage. Big E calls for the big ending. Lashley almost turns into the Hurt Lock. Lashley slams Big E. Lashley climbs the cage. Big E cuts Lashley off. Big E tries to hit the big ending off the top rope. Lashley turns it into a dragon sleeper. Big E passed out. Lashley starts to climb again. Big E wakes up and cuts Lashley off again. Big E slams Lashley's head on the cage. Lashley falls back into the ring. Big E almost makes it out of the cage, but Benjamin and Alexander run down to the ring and attack Big E. Lashley motions to the referee to open the door. Woods hops the barricade and slams the cage door on Bobby Lashley's head. Alexander leaps off the side of the cage into a super kick, but by Woods. Kingston leaps off the side of the cage and flattens Alexander and Shelton Benjamin with a falling star splash. After the break, Lashley surprise superplex Big E. Big E and Lashley both struggle to their feet. Lashley leapfrogs over Big E. Big E lands multiple belly-to-belly suplex. Big E hits the ropes for a splash and gets speared out of his boot. Big E kicks out. Lashley tells Big E to stay down. Big E fires up and hits the big ending. Lashley kicks out. Lashley hits a spine buster. Lashley tries to climb the cage. Big E cuts him off again. Big E hits a big ending for the second rope for the win. The winner is still your WWE Champion, Big E. This was a good cage match. This was a good steel cage match for the WWE Championship. I enjoyed this. After the match, Drew McIntyre walk out on the stage and points his sword at Big E. Big E tells McIntyre to bring it, and Monday Night Raw goes up there. But like I stated earlier, Monday Night Raw was god awful. That's all I gotta say from here. If you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review and highlights, please drop a like on this video. It helps YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. Tap that notification bell every time I premiere a brand new video. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch down below in the description. And I'll be streaming Street Fighter on Twitch tomorrow, so you guys can get some Street Fighter gameplay on Twitch tomorrow. But anyway, this your boy B-Boy Facts, Johnny TV. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.